Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. So we are the Gatsby Orchestra, and we're going to be playing a little music from the 1920s and 30s. This is the music of big band music before it was swing, and we hope that you enjoy the evening. I would also like to point out that there are a number of folks here who are very fine dancers, and if you happen to be with a partner who doesn't necessarily enjoy dancing, you can go over and ask any of these folks over here, and they'd be happy to dance with you. All right, so we're going to start the evening off right now. On the sunny side of the street, that's right. All right, well, thank you for being here this evening, and we're really happy to be at Forte Jazz Lounge. This is a special place, and we want to thank the special people who make this possible. That's Joe Clark, who's behind the scenes here. Joe Clark! And his wife, Rosie, at the bar over here, Rosie Clark. Thank you for having the Gatsby Orchestra here tonight. So, our next number is a little thing that was arranged by, now, I don't know what you know, so I'm going to tell you that you've got people who write music, and lots of people copy that song, and then they sometimes change the way the song is written, but it's still the same song. That's called arranging. And so there was a guy from Charleston whose name was Fudd Livingston. And Fudd was the great-great-uncle of our mayor, John Tecklenburg. And Fudd was a fabulous musician back in the 1920s and 30s, and he arranged this next number, and this is called Whispering. whispering while you cuddle near me, whispering so no one can hear me. Each little whisper seems to cheer me. I know it's true, there's no one dear but you. I love you while you're right near me, whispering that you'll never grieve me. Whisper and say that you believe in me, whispering that I love you. All right, yes, Fudd Livingston, what an amazing guy he was. And we're looking forward to actually putting on a show that is nothing but Fudd Livingston arrangements. We have those arrangements from John Tecklenburg, and we're putting that together as we speak, and tonight was one of the presentations of one of those tunes. And we've got another one for you coming up later in the evening. So, yes. So, well, you know what we do? We try to put together some sort of show that has some continuity, something that ties it all together. So I'm going to let you in on the secret. Our concept album tonight is the idea of there were many, many fabulous songs written about girls. It's nothing to sneeze at, sir. It's the real thing. Girls make the world go round. So there are all these great songs about the feminine part of our species. And so here's a little thing called Margie. And, you know, there's a name that should come back, right? Margie. dreaming of you, Margie. You know I'm thinking of you. Don't forget your promise to me. I have bought a house and ring and everything for Margie. You know I'm dreaming of you. Days are never blue. And when all is said and done, you know you're the only one. Oh Margie, it's you. Hey, mighty fine dancing out there, mighty fine. Isn't it fun to watch them dance? Yeah. That's even more fun to do it. Don't you think? Oh my, yes. Stephen, have you ever sat back and just watched people dance? Sometimes you do that, huh? Are you going to do that tonight? Okay, all right. So, hey, folks, I want to introduce this gentleman over here. This is Stephen Duane. And I've known Stephen for many years, and we've done a lot of stuff together as far as my band's playing for your dancers, and we've always enjoyed doing that. And now, yes. But now Stephen is the Sunday night swing king. You can use that if you want to. He's the Sunday night swing king, because here at Forte Jazz Lounge, this dance floor becomes a learning place and an enjoyment place for people to come and to dance the Charleston and other great songs, and to swing dance, Lindy Hop, Shim Sham. These are all great things, and I wish I knew what they were. So Stephen is here tonight, and he's invited his friends, and that's wonderful. Thank you. Hello, friends. Hey. And Stephen's going to give us a little demonstration on a little thing called the Charleston. Everybody heard of that one? So we believe that it is a beautiful thing to the Charleston in... There it is. So Stephen's going to give you a little lesson, and he's going to... You want to get some folks to come on up?
We have a tradition within Charleston to play by the Gatsby Orchestra. Do up in Charleston, and we call it the jam circle. So what I need is volunteers to come up and dance.
For those folks on the internet land, Stephen is out there saying things like he'd like to invite people to come up and learn to sing the Charleston, or to dance the Charleston, or to, heck, play it on trombone if you want to. Come on up. Don't be shy. This is your time to stand up. There you go. You know, we've had this entire room standing around this dance floor. It's so easy. It's so easy. Even I can try to do it. Yeah. All right. Oh, y'all look fabulous. I love that dress. Yes, fantastic. Fantastic group. Yeah. Okay, so you're going to tell us what you're going to do? You never know when you have to teach this. Hey, that's pretty good. And these people have never even walked before. Charleston, made in Carolina. It's some dance, some prince. I say there's nothing finer than the Charleston, Charleston. Oh, how they can shuffle. Every step they do leads to something new. Man, I'm telling you, that's a lot to do. Buck dance, wing dance will be a back number, but the Charleston, the new Charleston, that dance is really a come on sometime. You'll dance it one time. That dance to Charleston, made in South Carolina. Mighty fine, mighty fine, mighty fine. Thank you, thank you. Okay, now, Stephen, I was a little bit concerned there with the large number of people who stayed seated. Did that worry you any at all? Yes, it's a concerning thing because, you know, this is not television. This is the real thing here, isn't it? Yes, and so let me just tell you very quickly. The Charleston sparked a crazy thing. The tune, the Charleston, the dance, the Charleston, it sparked this crazy thing where they were like tunes that were written. Oh, we've got one tune that's called Yiddish to Charleston. Yiddish to Charleston. It was a Jewish Charleston dance. And we've got one that's called Crazy Charleston in our book, which we're actually going to play next. And we thought that this might be an opportunity for some sort of like dance contest. Now, the tune is called Crazy Charleston. That means it kind of has the Charleston feel to it, but, well, anyway, you just saw Stephen teach you the Charleston, but we're thinking that maybe you all have your own Charleston deep inside, kind of your own crazy Charleston. Yeah, so we'd love to have you come on up and show us your crazy Charleston. Here you go, all right. All right, let's see that crazy Charleston now. Oh, yeah. Look, they're still up here. Good on you. Good on you. Hey, let's hear it for the dancers. I don't think it was too crazy, do you? Yeah, it's good. It's got a nice thing to it. Okay, so some people are like a little bit more quiet and easy, right? Anybody quiet and easy? No quiet and easy. Okay, we'll skip the next song. No.
You're asking the girls if they're easy.
No, I'm not going to repeat it, but you're right. Look, I think that we think of a great many songs that came from the early period. We think, oh, that wasn't that old because I know that song. I know what I just said. However, many songs were recreated from the 30s and 20s and given new life in the 50s and 60s, and then new life again with Michael Bublé. So here's a song that I love this song. And I want to remind you of the concept album that you're experiencing tonight. There's this thing called love. And sometimes love is wonderful. That's the first half of the show. Margie got a house and ring and everything, remember? And this one's Our Love Is Here to Stay. That number featured Karen Tinsley on the violin there. Karen Tinsley. And let me take just a moment to introduce you to a few of the people that you've heard play already tonight. Some fine playing already tonight. Carrie Bates on the trombone, way over there. Carrie Bates. And on trumpet, Brian Bohannon over here. Now, very quickly, I have to tell you that I know Brian as a trombonist with Joe Clark's big band. He leads the trombone section of Joe Clark's 16-piece big band, the big band that plays here. And I've sat next to him a year or so now, a couple of years. Just go on. And I've got to say, he's a fantastic trombonist. Not as good as Carrie. But he's a fantastic trombonist. But for someone to walk in and play the trumpet as well as he plays, I want you to applaud him one more time. Also on the trumpet is Todd Beals, and Todd Beals. Todd has his own group. He plays around town. He's been on Daniel Island for many years, and he's going to be playing again soon. We're trying to recreate the past. Everyone is, right? The past became the past. We didn't know it was the past. And then now it's still the past, and we'd like to create the future and the present again, right? So, Todd Beals. Very nice, Todd. And I'm also going to point out, oh, Joe, are you back there? Yes. Do you think we could do the wheel thing?
Yes, we can do the wheel thing.
Okay, I'm going to prep you up because I got a couple of things to do here first. I want to point out that we do have a gentleman playing the piano. It's not just a piano sitting in the corner back there. He's actually there, and you can see maybe the top of his head. Hello. Yeah. Gary Hill. Stand up, Gary. I am standing. No. Gary Hill. And I'm going to do one more person on this side over here because, Paul, let me say Happy Easter to everyone. And I would like to point out that we had a very difficult time being sure that we were going to have musicians for this gig tonight because, well, people are playing at churches very early. They're playing sunrise services. It's an amazing thing. And the people who are here, many of these, are getting up very early tomorrow, and they made the dedicated move to be with us tonight, and we want to thank them for that. And one of the guys who said, yeah, I'd play, is Paul. Paul Ahrens here on the bass. I want to thank you for being here, Paul. Paul Ahrens.
Does he play trumpet?
Okay. So maybe you've seen that beautiful young lady who's come out with a tray of food and presented that to a couple of tables out here. Anybody notice this beautiful, beautiful young lady? It's my wife. Thank you. And Helen prepares all the food. She's just amazing, and she's a food photographer and shoots photographs of magazines for food and books. And this is the problem I have. But she would like to prepare something for you tonight. And so we have a little thing here called the Wheel of Forte. What is that? The Wheel of Forte, right? And we're going to let that wheel spin, and when that wheel stops, it'll come up with the name of somebody who's bought a ticket tonight, and you will have the chance to have, I guess, charcuterie. Does that sound nice to you? Very good. Let her rip there, Joe. Drum roll. Hey, round and round she goes. Where she stops, nobody knows. And she's slowing. Jennifer Lopez. Wow. I didn't know she was here tonight. Jennifer, come on up here and say hello to your fans. Wow. Hello, Jennifer. It's so nice to have you here tonight. So nice to be here. Thank you. So if you'll speak to Rosie just over here, she'd be happy to talk to you about anything there on the menu that you might like to have. Thank you. Y'all have a great night. Let's hear it for Jennifer Lopez. All right. Okay, back to some action. So there was a guy. Who wrote this? Anyway, he wrote this song for a little girl named Susie. And Susie was 5 years old. And anyway, here it is. Susie. If you knew Susie like I knew Susie, ooh, 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 what a girl. 1, 2, ready, go. Now, we're going to go right into the next tune, too, pretty quickly. And this one's a little something that's, it's about the appreciation of the female. And so here's one, Ain't She Sweet, just a walking down the street.
Pickups in the bass.
This is the 3-beat bass pickup. I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. She sweet, just walking down the street. Now I ask you very confidentially, ain't she sweet? Ain't she nice? Look her over once or twice. Now I ask you very confidentially, ain't she nice? Just cast an eye in her direction. Oh me, oh my, ain't that perfection? I repeat, as walking down that street. Now I ask you very confidentially, ain't she sweet? It's meant to catch your dancers off guard. Ah, ain't she sweet? You know, there's got to be somebody in your life that you feel that way about. So every single thing, every tune, it seemed like there were all these tunes. They were written about, you know what I think it was? I think that the female of the species was coming out at that time. In the 1920s, girls were wearing those short skirts. They were being independent. They were getting jobs. They were cutting their hair. They were doing the thing, right? Now, that may not sound like a big deal, but it was to Victorian America. So girls must have been pretty attractive, right? Yes. And people wanted to go out and go dancing and getting, close to each other and do a little fun stuff. And so this is what this is all about, this first half of the show. It's all about the good times. Now, sometimes people had to work. And when they worked, they had to work in order to afford to go out. And it was a really tough time after the Depression, and when the Depression, 1929, all that stuff. So here's a tune. It's called Sunday, and that's his fun day, the one day he gets to be with her. I cried all day Sunday, oh yeah, thinking over Monday. That's day that I'm with you. And then there's, I sighed all day Tuesday, I cried all day Wednesday. Oh my, how I sighed for you. And then comes Thursday, gee, it's long, it never goes by. Friday makes me feel like I'm gonna die. But after payday is my fun day. I shine all day Sunday. That's one day when I'm with you. Thank you. Thank you for those dancers. Mighty nice. Mighty nice. Sunday, yes. So, are you feeling like you're doing a little time travel back? Just a little turn the clock back 100 years? Does it feel that way to you? Is that a yes? Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Well, I'm gonna introduce some folks. Oh, I was gonna be foolish, but I shall not be foolish. Let me introduce the other half of the band, if I may, because there's a lot going on this side over here also. Hey, you might have looked at me and said, oh, he's wearing a white jacket and everybody's wearing black over there. I wonder if he didn't wear the right coat tonight. Did you think that? And then you saw the other guy with the white jacket and you said, oh, look, there's two of them. Well, that's not exactly true. I intended to wear a white coat because I'd be out here like, talking to you guys. But this other guy over here, don't do that, Jack. Don't do that. We can see you. That's Jack Pettit there, and Jack is a co-founder of the Gatsby Orchestra. Jack and I, some years ago, were in Birmingham, Alabama. We were hanging out, and I think my wife was off to France someplace, and it was New Year's? Was that New Year's? And we were like going around trying to figure out what the next big kind of new thing in music was going to be in Birmingham, Alabama. And Birmingham's a great town, actually. And so we were out, and then we started talking about old music that I like to play. I've played old music for a long, long time, since it wasn't even old. That's how things change. I played, they call it trad jazz, Dixieland, early stuff, all around town for many years. And I do want to point out that I've had a really long career of playing this music. I was born gray, so I know it's hard for you all to tell how old I actually am. But in the many years that I've had a chance to play music around Charleston, being born and raised here and all that, there have been some fine musicians that have come through my life. One was my father, a fabulous drummer, and I miss him dearly. But then there are many others that have come before us that we miss. I mean, there's a wall full of great musicians over here who've come and gone and brightened the lives of people, and luckily we have great recordings of these people from the days gone by. But some folks around Charleston, we don't have that many great recordings of. And I'd like to point out that there's a young lady here this evening whose grandfather and I played together. And he was Lyle Van Wee. If anybody knows Lyle, Lyle was a great musician. And, Maddie and her husband Stephen are here. Let's give them a round of applause for their grandfather, Lyle. Lyle was he was the musician in the Bahamas. He had the big band in the Bahamas, and then he moved to Charleston, and we had the big band in Charleston, and played over at the Mills House. It was a big band in the Mills House. If you've been in the Mills House, you might say to yourselves, where the heck was a big band? There was no place for a big band. It was all band, and then the Mills House all around it, and it was so great. Anyway, so Jack and I, founders of the Gatsby Orchestra, and we're really proud to be here tonight, and we're proud of the people who've come before us. So this next number is a little tune that was written back in what year does it say on there? 1932. 32. Cab Calloway. Ooh, he's not on the wall, but he should be. Cab Calloway, fantastic presence on. He performed this song, but another came before him. There was a young lady who sang this song so many times that she changed her name to the name of this song. And her name was Dinah. And the song is Dinah. She was Dinah Shore. Dinah. ba-ba-doo, ba-ba-ba-doo, da-da-ba-doo. Dinah, is there anyone finer in the state of Carolina? If there isn't, you know her. Dinah, with her Dixie eyes blazing, how I love to sit and gaze in the eyes of dainty Dinah Lee. Oh, every night, why do I shake, shake, shake with fright at the thought that Dinah might change her mind about me? Oh, Dinah, I would travel to China. I'd even jump an ocean liner just to be with Dinah Lee. Skiddly ba ba doo ba 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 doo ba 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 doo da da doo doo doo. Hey, thank you, folks. We hope you're having a good time here at Forte Jazz Lounge. We hope you're enjoying this time travel we're going through tonight. We're going to take a short little break. This is the time when everyone in the band, except for Karen and Carrie, I'm sorry, not invited. Yep. We go into the men's room. We lie down on the cool terrazzo tile for about 15 minutes, and then we come back refreshed. You know this a lot. Thank you very much. We'll be back very shortly. Good time to order something at the bar. Thank you, folks.